Hello everyone, this is Vortex259. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Warrior 3 for the Game Boy Color. Well, I just got back after spending a week of vacation in South Padre Island, Texas. Got to do some swimming and laid around on the beach while I was there. I only got a sunburn on my knees, believe it or not. That's a long story, but yeah, I guess I just didn't put enough sunscreen on my knees. But other than that, I had a great time, but I'm glad to be back home now. So I guess we can continue our adventure now in the world of Dragon Warrior 3. You can see Hero and his friends have made their way back to the Tiny Metal Master's Manor. I've got some tiny metals I need to turn into him. We're just about done collecting these tiny metals, so let's go in the house and turn them in. Now, if memory serves me correctly, at the end of our previous video I found the 91st tiny metal. So let's just see if that's correct. And Hero, the number of medals you've brought me so far is 91. Very good. So now that I've brought him at least 90 medals, that's going to earn me the Vivify staff. And just like the name suggests, that's a staff that will cast the Vivify spell when used as an item in battle. Only your mage or your sage can equip it. I'll probably go ahead and give that over to my sage Matt for him to use as an item when needed in battle. So yeah, we get the Vivify staff. That means there's only 9 more medals to find, but there's still 2 treasures we can get from the Metal Master. Actually, when the total reaches 95, I'm going to be rewarded with the Sacred Bikini. And just like the other bikinis in the game, the Sacred Bikini can of course only be equipped by female members of your party. And I don't have any females, but if you do have a female member of your party and you get the Sacred Bikini, that will give them a boost to their defense, plus they will be able to recover 1 HP with every step they take. Not to mention probably dazzle the guys in the party. So we've still got to find 4 more tiny metals in order to get that, and we should be able to find one of those in today's video. Still got a lot more of the dark world of Leftguard to explore, folks. Yep, this is a big game, so we've still got 1 village we need to explore, so we're going to do that today. I guess we'll go ahead and have Matt cast the return spell, and we're going to return to the village of Call. There's one cave we want to visit that's located to the south of the village of Call. Now, if you play Dragon Warrior 1, you'll recognize that cave. It's actually the cave that will take you through an underground passage under the water and will take you on the other side of the continent so you can visit the village of Rimuldar. So that cave is actually still located here in Dragon Warrior 3 in the Dark World, so let's go see if we can find it. I got to beat up on a Skullgon in that battle. I really like it when there's only one of those. Those things do a lot of damage with their icy air attack. And I got to fight 2 ghouls in that battle, which reminds me, before I left on my vacation, I did find a new silver monster medal, which was the ghoul silver monster medal. There it is right there. I think that's either the 3rd or the 4th silver monster medal I've found so far in the game. Yeah, I have very few of those. Now, if you want to complete the 2nd bonus dungeon, you'll need to find all the bronze and silver monster medals in the game. And that's quite a task to take on. I've had a few people ask me if I plan to LP the bonus dungeons, and I think I will do that eventually, but that may be a pretty long project, and it may be a while from now because it's just going to take a while to find all these monster medals, at least for the 2nd bonus dungeon. Anyway, let's continue to the south, and we'll go around this mountain range. And we'll find some poisonous marsh we have to cross. But we don't have to worry about taking damage if we cast Step Guard. There we go. 3 more ghouls that time, and one of them cast their Surround spell, which put a fog around all 4 of my characters. Fortunately, Hero got to use his King's Sword and cast the Infamous spell on them, plus Matt's Firebolt spell took them out quickly, so that Surround spell was pretty useless. Okay, here is the cave. Let's go inside. Now, if you played Dragon Warrior 1, you might remember, this is the cave where you found Princess Gwaelin, who was being held captive by a green dragon. It was the King of Tantagel's daughter. Well, the prison is located just south of here, or where her prison cell was, but actually at this point in the game, you'll find that this tunnel is just only being constructed. In fact, if you go to the west here, you've got 2 guys in a makeshift bedroom. And they're digging again. So they're just beginning construction on this tunnel to Rimuldar. And this guy says, we're digging a tunnel here. So it doesn't sound like it's quite complete yet. If we check underneath this torch, we will find a token hidden there in between those two beds. Alright, let's go to the south and see what the end of the tunnel looks like. And if we make our way all the way to the south, actually there's no monsters in this cave, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll find two guys at the end of the tunnel still digging. You know, that would be really hard to dig rock like that with just two men. I'd hate to be doing that, but yeah, they're digging the tunnel to Rimuldar. It's not complete, so it's going to be a while before this tunnel is complete. And if you check right here, you can find a tiny medal hidden there. There's your tiny medal number 92 hidden right there. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to reach Rimuldar through this tunnel. We're going to have to find an alternate route to get there. So what I'm going to do is cast outside, and then I'm going to cast a return spell, return to the village of Domdora, stay at the inn, and once I get all that completed, I'll meet you just outside the village of Domdora. Okay, here I am back at Domdora in the desert, and we want to make our way to the town of Rimuldar now. Let's pull up our map and see how we have to get there. Actually, what we're going to do is cross a bridge not too far to the southeast of Domdora, and we're going to make our way through a desert, and then we'll just have to go all the way around, and the village is in the center of a lake, just like it was in Dragon Warrior 1. So let's see if we can find our way there. Let's just start off by going to the south a little bit. Hero was promoted to level 38 after that battle with 4 wyverns, and he learned a new spell, and it is a good one. It is the Heal Us All spell, which will fully restore the HP of all party members. Unfortunately, it costs a ton of MP to use. Look at that, 62 MP. So he can only use it one time with a max MP of only 91, but that is going to be a very handy spell to have in an emergency, particularly with the final boss, I would say. Okay, there should be a bridge waiting for us just east here. And here is the bridge, so let's cross it and turn northeast now. Got some mountains to cross here, and these mountains will eventually give way to a narrow patch of desert in between the mountains. Let's go up and around. And Matt leveled up to level 34 after that battle, and he learned 2 new spells. He learned the Heal Us spell, which will be very nice to have an extra character that can use that. But probably the coolest spell that Matt just learned is a spell called the Bee Dragon spell. Now when Matt casts that spell in battle, he will transform into a fearsome dragon and will do some awesome damage to the monsters you're fighting. The Bee Dragon spell is going to be especially useful for fighting Metabals if you happen to run into them. If you can have your Sage or your Mage cast Bee Dragon in one round, by the next round, as a dragon, they would probably have a pretty good shot at taking out those Metabals. And there are some Metabals here around the Rimuldar area. Maybe I'll run into a couple of them here and we can demonstrate that if I'm lucky. But anyway, let's keep heading east. Almost through the desert. Okay, we've reached the end of the desert. We're almost there. Okay, all we need to do is go up and around this mountain chain, and we should be very close to Rimuldar. Okay, here is a new enemy we can fight. This is the Gold Man, and these guys drop a ton of gold. 1,023 gold pieces to be exact. So if you're farming for gold, these would be the guys to fight. Let's have Matt try out his new Bee Dragon spell. Keep in mind that the Gold Men have a pretty good chance to run away, as you can see, before you have a chance to defeat them. Otherwise, they're just pretty normal monsters with normal attacks. Okay, Matt casts Bee Dragon and turns into a dragon. I'm going to have my other characters parry to see if we can have Matt demonstrate his awesome fire spewing powers. There you go. 177 points of damage for a weak Sage. Not too weak, I would say. And we take out the last one, and we are going to get 195 experience, but look at that gold, 2,046, wow. I got to defeat a Metabel in that battle. Glenn scored a critical hit, 10,060 experience points. Okay, we have reached Rimuldar. And the next time we meet here on Let's Play Dragon Warrior 3, we'll go inside the town and explore the village. I'm sure we'll find some treasure inside. Thank you for watching today's video. This has been Vortex 259. We'll see you guys again next time.